Alright guys, I'm going to show you guys a quick haul of everything that we got from the grocery store. Alright, so I'm doing it a little bit different this time, just to switch it up a little bit. Okay, I got some different stuff too. So I got some broccoli just as a veggie. I grabbed both of these bags of chips and some salsa and some queso because we are going to be doing chicken fajita nachos for dinner tonight because it just sounds so freaking good. Some ranch seasoning because I'm going to be making buffalo chicken dip. Bacon bits. Milk, of course. Some ketchup because we're running out. Some cottage cheese. This is to go with my buffalo chicken dip, and then also just to have the chicken breast, canned chicken breast for the chicken dip. Sour cream to go with the nachos. Some chicken broth because I'm going to make Knox some shredded chicken and see if he'll eat it in the crock pot, but I'm going to use chicken broth in there with it. And then these Aldi brand of the Laughing Cow cheeses are for the buffalo chicken dip as well. Some avocado, like guacamole cups for the nachos.
Mommy, come here.
Hold on one second, okay? And then I grabbed a turkey kielbasa just to have some turkey meat, and then I grabbed this big pack of chicken breast because, like I said, we're going to be doing chicken fajitas, and then I'm going to do like one breast for Knox, and then we're going to just use leftover chicken for the rest of the week. We got some fries to go with burgers because we do have some extra burgers from Knox's party, so we're going to eat like what we have for leftovers. Just some wraps because we might do chicken fajita quesadillas one night with the leftover chicken fajitas. I had to grab a box of tissues because we were running out. And of course I had to grab the cheese sticks, yogurt, and some fruit. Peppers to go with the fajitas. I did not grab an onion because I totally forgot, so that stinks, but whatever. And then of course an Aldi pizza. That is literally everything I got, and I spent $83 today at the grocery store, and I didn't do that bad. So I'm going to put this away, and then I have to start getting the fajita cooking in my crock pot, so that way they're done for dinner. So I'm going to start that. Alright, so I cut all the weird pieces off my chicken. I have 3 large chicken breasts in here because I am going to be using leftovers for the week for this fajita recipe, so that's why I have that much in there. This is just how I make it because this is how my cousin makes it, and so I kind of like hijacked her recipe, and like I kind of just do things a little bit on my own, but this is how she showed me how she makes them in the crock pot, and from then my mind has forever been changed. This is the easiest way to cook chicken fajitas. But I am gonna do some olive oil just all over the chicken. Alright, and then I'm going to go in with some salt and pepper. We're going to go in with some onion powder. And you guys can also just buy fajita seasoning if that's easier for you. I like how 1, Aldi never has fajita seasoning, and 2, it's so easy. I already have all of the seasonings to make it myself, so yeah. Then we're going to go in with some garlic powder, and I'm not really measuring. I'm just kind of making sure everything's super coated because I am using 3 chicken breasts. Alright, we're going to go in with smoked paprika. I think last time I made this recipe, I didn't add enough seasonings, and I was really sad because they turned out good, but like it was just like missing something. Alright, then we're gonna go in with some chili powder. Some oregano. And some cayenne pepper. And then what I do is I just add a little bit of chicken broth. This will get pretty like juicy, like as you cook it. I just like to add a little bit, so I don't know. It adds extra flavor. I don't know. So, but I'm gonna put this on high for 4 hours, and we'll come back in 4 hours, and the chicken will be shreddable with a fork, and then I'm gonna add my peppers in with about an hour or so left, maybe about 30 minutes left, because I want them to cook down a little bit. So I'm gonna wait to add those in. But that's done. I think that's like my favorite thing about crock pot dinners. You can literally just stick it in there. I still have one breast left, but like I said, I'm gonna make that for Knox. I'm gonna make it in my little crock pot. I don't think I'm gonna do it right now because I don't have anywhere to plug it in over there. And my kitchen is weird and I have one outlet on my counter, so it's kind of annoying. I could put it on top of my microwave, but I just don't know if I trust it. So we'll wait, and then I'll make this for Knox. And like I said, I'm going to do shredded chicken, like a rotisserie chicken with some just chicken broth, and I probably won't season it too heavily, so he'll actually eat it, and we'll see if he'll eat it. And if not, I'll definitely find something else to use it for, or I'll give it to my dog. So either way. Okay, it's a little bit later and I'm getting hungry, so I figured I would show you guys how I make my low carb, healthier-ish higher protein buffalo chicken dip. I don't remember where I got the original recipe from, and now I kind of just like make it however. I'm gonna do 1 cup of cottage cheese. You do not have to blend cottage cheese if you don't want to. Sometimes I'll blend it and sometimes I won't. It just depends on like how hungry I am and how fast I want this recipe to be done. But you definitely don't have to blend it. If you are like a texture person, then I highly recommend blending it. But if you're not like picky about textures, like I'm not really picky about textures for like certain things, so it doesn't bother me, then you don't have to do it. All right. Then I just need to drain my chicken. The chicken you use is up to you. I prefer canned chicken when I'm making it this way. I actually prefer canned chicken when I'm making buffalo chicken dip. I think it just makes it, 1, easier, 2, it's still really good. But you know, some people are weird about canned chicken, and that's okay. You can make your own or get a rotisserie chicken. It's good, I feel like, either way. I just go in and just break it up so that way it covers my whole dish. Kind of like that. Alright, and then I'm just going to do about half of this pack of ranch seasoning. I'm going to add it in with my cottage cheese since I am blending it this time. If I wasn't blending it, you just sprinkle it right over top. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm going to go blend this. My blender is like slowly dying, I think. I've had this NutriBullet for literally so long, and I just think it's kind of like dying, so it didn't blend very well, but that's okay. Alright, now I'm just gonna mix this around. I made this for a movie night one night, and I didn't tell anybody I was making it like this, and everybody loved it. So even people who don't like cottage cheese were like, wait, this is so good. So, alright, and then I'm just going to go in with this Frank's Red Hot Wing Buffalo sauce. This is my favorite one to use in a buffalo dip. I'm going to do a 1/2 cup. I hope that's a 1/2 cup. We're going to mix her around, see how it looks. I may add more, but I should be good actually. Alright, I'm going to go in with the Aldi at Laughing Cow cheese, and I'm just going to kind of take, I usually do like 3 wedges. I break them up and kind of put them over the top. This makes it like super creamy and really, really, really good. Alright, I'm going to put this in the oven for like 15 minutes, and then I'm gonna stir it and then pop it back in for like another 5 with cheese on top. Okay guys, I forgot shredded cheese at the store, so I just went ahead and shredded up like 6 mozzarella cheese sticks to put on top of my buffalo chicken dip. And I realized they're probably gonna take a little bit longer to like melt. So I have about like 6 minutes left on the dip. I'm gonna pull it out now and then put it in for another like 11 minutes so that way the cheese can melt and everything. But yeah, we'll see how this works. I know it's gonna taste good, but I'm not sure how this is gonna melt on there. So we'll see. All right, this is how it turned out. It didn't melt as bad as I thought it was going to, but it kind of did. I don't know. I feel like it'll still taste good. The flavor is still there. But I'm gonna measure it out into like equal parts. So this should be 4 servings, if not closer to 3, because I am pretty hungry. And then I'll show you guys how it looks once I have it plated up and what I'm eating it with.
Here, buddy.
All right, so I did about 7 ounces per each serving. So I got 3 servings out of that. And this is how it looks. This is what I'm having for lunch. And this is what I eat it with. I eat it with these Quest Ranch protein chips. So good. Adds extra protein, less carbs because there's not a ton of carbs in these for the chips. So very diabetic friendly. And honestly, really, really good and super filling. So I'm going to go eat this for lunch. I'm going to let these get to like room temp so I can put the lids on them and stick them in the fridge. And then I have them for the rest of the week to rotate with my lunches. All right, this is how the chicken turned out. I already shredded it. It smells so good. It's so juicy. And after I shredded it, it soaked up even more of the juice. And that's why I like to add a little bit of chicken broth, because it adds just that extra little moisture to make it nice and juicy. So I'll show you guys what we're doing over here. So I am making, it's thunderstorming right now. I'm making nachos with like fajita nachos. This is Spencer's. I just got him regular rounds, and then I got the blue corn tortillas. They do have some carbs in them. I did about a serving and a half, and it's still under like 40 carbs, so should definitely be good, especially with the amount of protein that I'm going to be having. And then I'm just going to take like a generous amount of this chicken, and I'm just going to spread it all over these nachos. Myself a good amount of chicken. Knox is also gonna have some chicken, and he's also gonna have some kielbasa, because I told him, I said, why don't you try some chicken, because I think he'll really like it. So all right, just a little bit more chicken should be good. Okay, and then we had to go to Dollar General to grab cheese because I forgot cheese at the grocery store today, so we're just using this Colby Jack cheese. And I'm probably going to use this whole bag of cheese. All right, and then I'm going to pop these in the oven. I just preheated it to 350. I'm just going to pop them in. It's not preheated quite yet, but these are going to go until my cheese is melted and the chips are a little bit crispy. So probably about like 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, dinner is done. I have a little bit of cheese sauce on here, some salsa, and some sour cream. It smells so good. I'm so excited to go eat these. So good morning. We are getting ready to head out for a doctor's appointment that I have today, but I want to show you guys my breakfast. I'm just having a yogurt bowl. I'm having the Super Zero vanilla protein yogurt from Aldi with some of this peanut butter chocolate Catalina Crunch. I'm not a huge fan of Catalina Crunch, but I just need something to switch it up in my morning for breakfast. And then I just added a few strawberries. So yesterday I did not add strawberries, and I had a little bit more of the Catalina Crunch in here, and it didn't raise my sugar. So fingers crossed we should be good. I'm gonna go eat this, and I'll see you guys a little bit later. All right, hey guys, we just got done at my doctor's appointment, and everything looks really good. Ultrasound looks really good. Baby looks really good. My placenta has moved, so I am super happy about that. And baby's growing perfect, so really good. My sugars are really good, so I don't have to go back for another month. Love that. And yeah, so everything really, really good. But We are headed to a farmer's market. It just stopped raining, so this is perfect. And we brought Knox's scooter, so I'm gonna take you guys along with us. I'm hoping to find some good stuff and maybe some food because I'm starving. So let's go see what we can find. Alright guys, we just got home from the market. Started like drizzling as soon as we were leaving, so like we left perfect time. I actually really didn't get anything except for this pint of blueberries, and I only got these because Knox requested them. And he doesn't even like them. So here's that. They're good and they're fresh. Freshly picked in New York, so they're good, but I'll eat them probably. But we just got home. We don't really have any plans for the rest of the day. It's, like I said, it's misting again, so we're probably gonna hang out inside. It's been raining literally all week, so we've been just kind of like cooped up inside. But yeah, we don't really have any plans for the rest of the day. But I am gonna add a little video clip of the gender of our baby so you guys can finally know what we're having. Any last minute thoughts, a boy or a girl? Let me know. But that's probably how I'm gonna end the video. I'm just gonna show a little clip of Knox doing a painting and it'll be revealed at the end. So I'm super excited to share with you guys. And it's been so hard to keep it a secret. So yeah, but I'll see you guys in my next video.